Picture this: you've just completed a major project at work, something you poured your heart and soul into. But when it's time to share your success, you freeze. Maybe it's the fear of sounding boastful, or the worry that others might think you're self-centered. Sound familiar? You're not alone. From childhood lessons about humility to workplace cultures that discourage self-promotion, countless forces keep talented professionals from talking about their achievements. But here's the truth: staying silent doesn't just hold you back, it holds everyone back. As author Marianne Williamson once said, "Your playing small does not serve the world." It's time to break free from the fear and learn how to share your value with confidence. In today's fast-paced, competitive world, self-promotion isn't just about getting ahead, it's about creating opportunities for growth, both for yourself and your organization. When you confidently communicate your achievements, you're not just showcasing your skills, you're inspiring others, building trust, and fostering collaboration. But let's be clear, this isn't about bragging or overshadowing others. It's about mastering the art of sharing your story in a way that feels authentic and impactful. As leadership expert Simon Sinek reminds us, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. When you frame your accomplishments around your purpose and values, you create a narrative that resonates deeply with others. So, how do you get started? It begins with tracking your achievements, not just the big wins, but the small, meaningful steps along the way. Keep a record of your contributions, the challenges you've overcome, and the impact you've made. This isn't just for performance reviews, it's a tool to help you see your own growth and build confidence in your abilities. Next, practice the language of confident communication. Instead of downplaying your achievements with phrases like "it was nothing" or "I just got lucky," own your success. Say, "I'm proud of what I accomplished," or "this was the result of hard work and collaboration." These small shifts in language can make a world of difference. To my incredible community, thank you. Your support, your engagement, and your commitment to spreading knowledge mean everything to me. To our new listeners, welcome. You've joined a space where growth, authenticity, and empowerment are at the heart of everything we do. And to my existing subscribers, thank you for sticking with me and helping this community thrive. I promise to keep delivering content that challenges, inspires, and equips you to navigate the complexities of work and life. Together, we'll break the silence, share our stories, and create a world where everyone's achievements are celebrated. Let's get started. About the author. Meredyth Fineman is the founder and CEO of FinePoint, a company dedicated to leadership and professional development, with a strong focus on empowering professionals, especially women leaders. With over 15 years of writing experience, her work has been featured in renowned publications such as Harvard Business Review, Forbes, and Fast Company. In addition to her expertise in career growth, she hosts It Never Gets Old, a podcast that delves into sustainable fashion and the world of secondhand clothing. Chapter 1: Why Staying Silent About Your Success is Holding You Back, and How to Fix It. You're amazing at what you do. Your colleagues respect your work, your projects consistently deliver results, and you're the go-to person when things get tough. But here's the catch: when it's time to talk about your achievements, you freeze. Maybe you downplay your role or let someone else take the credit. Sound familiar? You're not alone. This pattern of silence holds back countless talented professionals, and understanding why it happens is the first step to breaking free. From the time we're children, we're taught that modesty is a virtue. Parents and teachers praise humility while warning against appearing boastful. These early lessons stick with us, creating a deep-seated discomfort around self-promotion. For women, the pressure is even greater. They often face social penalties for being too ambitious or assertive. Even your brain can work against you. The same perfectionism that drives your high performance can make you feel like your accomplishments are never quite good enough to mention. You might tell yourself, good work should speak for itself, or worry that highlighting your contributions will make you seem arrogant. But staying silent comes at a cost, a big one. Research shows that professionals who struggle with self-promotion often watch less qualified colleagues advance past them. Their insights go unheard in meetings, their contributions to successful projects go uncredited, and their salaries lag behind those of peers who confidently advocate for themselves. Take Elena, for example, a talented software developer who led a critical system upgrade. When asked about the project's success, she praised her team and downplayed her own role. Meanwhile, her colleague Thomas regularly shared updates about his work. 6 months later, Thomas was promoted to technical lead, a role Elena was more qualified for but wasn't considered for because few knew the full scope of her capabilities. The good news? Effective self-promotion is a skill you can learn, not a personality trait you're born with. The first step is realizing that sharing your achievements isn't bragging, it's providing crucial information that helps others make better decisions. Your colleagues and leaders can't read your mind, they rely on you to communicate your contributions and capabilities. So, let's reframe the narrative. It's time to stop hiding your light and start owning your success. Because when you share your achievements, you're not just helping yourself, you're inspiring others to do the same. Let's get started. Chapter 2: Why sharing your success is a game changer, for you and everyone around you. Think about the last time you heard a colleague share a success story. Maybe it was a breakthrough project, a creative solution, or a lesson learned from failure. Chances are, their story gave you new insights, sparked ideas, or even inspired you to tackle your own challenges differently. When professionals share their achievements effectively, it creates a ripple effect, spreading knowledge, fostering collaboration, and opening doors for others. As the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. Your success stories aren't just about you, they're about lifting others up, too. Take the tech industry, for example. Companies like Stripe and Netflix have embraced a culture of transparency by encouraging engineers to write detailed postmortems about system failures. What was once seen as career suicide is now recognized as a goldmine for collective learning. The same principle applies to sharing successes. When you talk about your wins, what worked, what didn't, and how you overcame challenges, you're giving others a roadmap to replicate your success and avoid your mistakes. It's not just about self-promotion, it's about creating a culture of shared growth. Self-promotion also plays a critical role in workplace equity. When accomplished professionals stay silent about their achievements, it perpetuates power imbalances, especially for underrepresented groups. Research shows that women, for instance, often have less access to informal networks and compensation information, putting them at a disadvantage during salary negotiations. By openly discussing your career wins and compensation gains, you're not just advocating for yourself, you're helping to level the playing field. Transparency benefits everyone, creating a fairer, more inclusive workplace. In today's remote work environment, strategic self-promotion is more important than ever. When you're not in the office, your contributions can easily go unnoticed if you don't actively communicate them. Successful remote workers treat visibility as part of their job description, not an optional extra. They understand that keeping stakeholders informed about their progress isn't bragging, it's responsible project management. This is especially true in the open-source software community, where contributors don't just write code, they showcase their work through documentation, presentations, and social media updates. This transparency allows others to discover, build on, and amplify their work, creating exponential value for the entire community. So, the next time you hesitate to share an achievement, remember this: you're not just advancing your own career. You're contributing to a more transparent, equitable, and innovative workplace. Your successes, when communicated clearly, become stepping stones for others to build upon. As author Margaret Mead famously said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." Your voice matters. Your achievements matter. And when you share them, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping everyone around you. Let's start sharing, learning, and growing together. Chapter 3: How to talk about your achievements without undermining yourself, the power of precise language. The way you talk about your achievements matters more than you might think. Many professionals unintentionally sabotage themselves by using language that downplays their contributions or deflects credit. Phrases like "I just helped out a little" or "we got lucky" might feel humble, but they shrink your accomplishments and prevent others from seeing your true value. This self-sabotaging pattern is all too common, but it's one you can break. Take the tech industry, for example. A software engineer might say, "I just helped with the database migration," when in reality, they architected and led the entire project. A product manager might brush off a successful launch with, "We got lucky with the timing," ignoring the months of market analysis and strategic planning that made it happen. These undermining phrases, "just," "kind of," "sort of," "a little" might feel comfortable, but they obscure your hard work and expertise. The first step to stronger communication is cutting these words from your vocabulary. Successful professionals use clear, direct language to describe their contributions. They understand that precision helps others make better decisions. When NASA's Mars rover team documents their work, they don't say, "We kind of improved the rover's battery life." They specify exactly what they did and the measurable impact of those changes. Similarly, in remote work environments, effective leaders focus on outcomes, saying things like, completed the client implementation 2 weeks ahead of schedule, enabling the customer to launch their holiday campaign early. This kind of language doesn't just highlight your achievements, it demonstrates your value. Social media and digital communication have added new layers to this challenge and opportunity. On platforms like LinkedIn, posts that gain traction are specific and metrics-driven. Instead of vaguely mentioning improving customer experience, share a story like, increased customer satisfaction by 40% by implementing a new feedback system. In emails and chat messages, treat every update as a chance to document your impact, resolve 3 critical customer issues today, identifying a pattern that will prevent similar problems in the future. The key is to find language that feels authentic while clearly conveying your value. As author Brené Brown says, don't shrink. Don't puff up. Stand your sacred ground. When you speak about your work with precision and care, you not only advocate for yourself, you inspire others to do the same. Chapter 4: How to Build a Self-Promotion Toolkit. Track your success like a pro. Success leaves tracks, but only if you take the time to record them. Too many professionals make the mistake of trying to recall their achievements on the spot, like during a performance review or job interview. By then, the details have often faded, leaving you scrambling to piece together your accomplishments. The solution? Build a self-promotion toolkit that captures your wins as they happen. Think of it as your personal success archive, ready to showcase your value whenever you need it. Start with something simple, an achievement journal. Just like leading researchers in organizational psychology document their experiment outcomes, including unexpected findings that later prove valuable, you can track your work wins. Every Friday, spend 10 minutes jotting down your accomplishments for the week. What problems did you solve? What impact did your solutions have? These small, consistent entries will add up to a powerful record of your contributions over time. Client-facing professionals often have a natural advantage when it comes to tracking success. Thank you emails, client feedback, and testimonials are all gold mines of evidence. But internal achievements deserve the same attention. Did a colleague mention in a meeting that your analysis saved them time? Make a note of it. Did your manager forward your work to senior leadership? Save that email. These moments, no matter how small, help build a compelling narrative of your impact. And don't forget the numbers. Metrics like time saved, revenue generated, or customer satisfaction improved tell a powerful story. The most effective professionals don't just track their achievements, they organize them. Award-winning journalists keep detailed files of their published work, including metrics like reader engagement and policy changes sparked by their reporting. Doctors maintain case logs that prove invaluable for career advancement. Create your own system, tailored to your goals, whether it's a notes app, spreadsheet, or a digital journal. Categorize your wins, leadership experiences, technical innovations, mentoring impact, project outcomes, so they're easy to access. Your toolkit should also include templates for different contexts. Communications directors at international nonprofits, for example, adapt their success stories for various audiences, donors, partners, and community stakeholders. Develop your own templates for common situations, project updates, LinkedIn posts, or team presentations. And don't forget the human element. Education technology specialists track not just usage statistics but also stories of how their tools help specific teachers or students. These narratives make your achievements more relatable and memorable. Building a self-promotion toolkit isn't just about documenting your wins, it's about creating a system that helps you reflect on your growth, celebrate your progress, and share your value with confidence. As author Jim Rohn once said, success leaves clues. By tracking your achievements, you're not just leaving clues, you're building a roadmap to your own success. So, start today. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 5: How to Turn Your Achievements into Compelling Stories, The Art of Strategic Storytelling. Turning your tracked achievements into compelling narratives is both an art and a strategy. The most impactful stories follow a clear structure: the challenge you faced, the actions you took, and the specific results you achieved. This framework doesn't just tell people what you did, it shows them why it mattered. Think of it like this: marketing executives at global brands don't just share campaign engagement numbers, they tell the story of how they identified an untapped audience, crafted targeted messaging, and drove measurable growth. Your professional achievements deserve the same level of storytelling. Take Maya, a cybersecurity specialist, for example. Instead of simply noting that she implemented new security protocols, She crafted a narrative around how she identified vulnerable systems, developed a comprehensive protection strategy, and reduced security incidents by 60% while cutting response time in half. This complete story didn't just highlight her technical skills, it showcased her problem-solving ability and strategic thinking. The result? A promotion and speaking opportunities at industry conferences. Similarly, successful grant writers at research institutions don't just track the funding they secure, they document the challenges each grant addressed and the broader impact of their work. Your achievements should do the same. Connect your actions to larger organizational goals and industry trends. Chapter 5: How to Turn Your Achievements into Compelling Stories, The Art of Strategic Storytelling. Turning your tracked achievements into compelling narratives is both an art and a strategy. The most impactful stories follow a clear structure: the challenge you faced, the actions you took, and the specific results you achieved. This framework doesn't just tell people what you did, it shows them why it mattered. Think of it like this: marketing executives at global brands don't just share campaign engagement numbers, they tell the story of how they identified an untapped audience, crafted targeted messaging, and drove measurable growth. Your professional achievements deserve the same level of storytelling. Take Maya, a cybersecurity specialist, for example. Instead of simply noting that she implemented new security protocols, she crafted a narrative around how she identified vulnerable systems, developed a comprehensive protection strategy, and reduced security incidents by 60% while cutting response time in half. This complete story didn't just highlight her technical skills, it showcased her problem-solving ability and strategic thinking. The result? A promotion and speaking opportunities at industry conferences. Similarly, successful grant writers at research institutions don't just track the funding they secure, they document the challenges each grant addressed and the broader impact of their work. Your achievements should do the same. Connect your actions to larger organizational goals and industry trends. In summary of the book Brag Better, Meredyth Fineman tackles the often uncomfortable but essential skill of self-promotion. The book is a practical guide for professionals who struggle to talk about their achievements, offering strategies to communicate your value confidently and authentically. Fineman argues that self-promotion isn't about bragging, it's about sharing your story in a way that inspires, educates, and creates opportunities for growth. From tracking your wins to crafting compelling narratives, the book provides actionable steps to help you own your success and make your contributions visible. Fineman emphasizes the importance of documenting your achievements as they happen, rather than trying to recall them later. She encourages readers to create an achievement journal and track metrics that demonstrate their impact. The book also highlights the power of storytelling, teaching readers how to frame their accomplishments in a way that resonates with different audiences. Whether you're navigating remote work, building workplace equity, or advancing your career, Brag Better offers tools to help you share your successes without fear or hesitation. At its core, the book is about shifting your mindset. Fineman reminds us that self-promotion isn't selfish, it's a responsibility. When you share your achievements, you're not just advocating for yourself, you're contributing to a more transparent, equitable, and innovative workplace. As she writes, your playing small does not serve the world. By embracing self-promotion, you create a ripple effect that benefits everyone around you. To my incredible audience, thank you. Your support, your engagement, and your commitment to growth mean the world to me. Just in case no one told you today, I love you. You are amazing, unique, and capable of extraordinary things. As the great Maya Angelou once said, you are enough. Just as you are. Never forget that. Brag Better isn't just a book, it's a movement. It's about owning your story, celebrating your wins, and inspiring others to do the same. So, let's stop hiding our light and start sharing it. Because when you shine, you give others permission to shine, too. Here's to your success, your growth, and the incredible impact you're making in the world. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, you are a masterpiece, a divine creation, and the world is better because you're in it. Let's brag better, together.